for broken feet.
Last
Rap
session! Ah! Last session, our convicts and their new friend, Captain Gus Jones, had a bit of a personal problem that they needed to deal with. With a full moon comes an empty stomach for one of their own, and a fight with a werewolf was inevitable with Satyr around, but one that can change into other beasts as well possesses much more of a problem than they may have imagined. Having to knock her unconscious twice and break her ribs for her bloodlust to settle out of her system. After two of you spending the night awake to fix those injuries, your journey has to continue. Next stop will be a small fishing village along the coast, not very far from where you are now, hopefully to get some fresh food and maybe a roof for a night. But just before you reach this place, you've all come across a small camp, one seemingly having been abandoned quite quickly. Two tents with belongings kind of scattered around, and a mimic inside. Great, Gus, you spent a moment kind of snooping through the belongings of this abandoned campsite, finding a couple of crates in one of the tents and electing to go through them. You are stopped as you reach the second crate, and quite literally the lid doesn't want to move. It doesn't want to come off of the crate that it's on. And you feel your fur become stuck to the top of this crate, and it begins to almost kind of wobble to try to throw you off. There's a...
sorry.
There is a bit of movement, but if any of you would like to do anything, please interrupt me.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt your recap. I was just going to say...
I'm about to start going into what's happening immediately after the recap.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because everything that I just said just happened last session, but everything after will be new.
All right, cool. I'll let you finish your recap first.
From the corner of your eye, there is more movement. A bedroll kind of curls back up into itself from the top, and then uncurls in an upright standing position. The bottom corners of the bedroll begin to move towards you, Gus. It takes steps towards, and all of you here. Do any of you do anything in this moment?
Well, I was going to say, Ollie wasn't going through stuff in the moment, but he was nearby Gus, like, directly when this was happening, because Ollie is the other sleazeball who was interested. And I think Ollie looks around, and Gus's hands are stuck, right?
Yeah, I will say, like, it's probably been enough time for this mimic, you assume that's what it is, to have attacked you if it was going to. It got the jump on you, and you could make an insight check if you'd like, Gus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does Ollie know what these things are?
I think you get the sense that, like, immediately that they might be mimics.
Okay. Yeah. I think Ollie will be like, oh fuck. I think the I'm gonna just cast. I think I'll cast Bless at. How many people do we have? Hold on, fuck.
It's 4.
We have 4 people. Then I'll cast.
Nope,
second.
5.
5. Okay.
I didn't count you. I counted everyone except for Ollie. I don't know why.
Fine. That's okay. I'm gonna cast Bless at. Second level. So I'm gonna miss one person. I'm gonna get.
I guess who all is in, like, around the tent? Because I know that some of you.
Radius for Bless, but
I think it's also line of sight, requires line of sight.
Yeah.
but I know that some of you were outside investigating, looking for tracks to maybe see where the owners of this campsite had gone. So who's kind of in here, at least observing the snooping happening by Ollie and Gus?
I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I feel like I would have been with my first survival looking at tracks. So I think it could be reasonable. I'm not the most close.
All right. Different thing. Instead, I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself. And I will say, I think we got mimics in this tent. Help!
What was your insight check, Gus?
I got a 23.
Okay, so a couple of things. You call because there are mimics in the room. The both of you, Gus, you get the feeling that, like I said before, if this one that you were stuck to wanted to attack you, it would have done so already. And the secondary mimic isn't walking towards you at all. It's walking towards the other mimic. You just happen to be, like, right there. But from, like, a sourceless kind of pop fills all of your ears. Every single one of you hear it come from the tent right after Ollie yells this. And a burst of colorful mist kind of surrounds the bedroll, begins to disperse, and reveals a more humanoid form. Only about 2 foot tall. Dark gray skin, but covered in dirt. Long, outward pointed ears, and goblin-like teeth. No eyes. And the creature moves towards the other mimic, but kind of grabs a hold of your arm, Gus, and just tries to pull you off of the mimic and doesn't say anything.
Okay.
You hear it start to make some noise. Do any of you maybe speak Sylvan?
I do.
I would really quick. Would I have heard to like?
You
run
heard,
back
yeah.
if you can? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I speak Sylvan.
You hear, Gus, you hear the words, "not food." And then this creature points at the crate of food and goes, "food." And just,
Yes.
like finally, like, after saying that, pulls your arm off of the other mimic.
Okay. I kind of,
Let him go!
I hold my hand up to Ollie. It's alright. It's alright.
You watch as this small creature kind of kicks the crate mimic, and a poof of colorful smoke kind of happens, disperses, and there are 2 of these creatures almost identical standing in front of you now. The rest of you kind of fill into the tent at this point to see, again, these 2 foot tall, very thin, kind of dark gray colored creatures covered in dirt, no eyes, large mouths, big kind of goblinoid teeth, and like ears that point very far outwards from their head. They look around the chamber like they know where they can see you, even though they don't have eyes.
Cedar. Cedar runs and club out.
What? Oh, wait. They're peaceful?
What are they?
I
Why are they
don't know.
dirty?
They're mimics.
You can't
They-
just ask them why they're dirty.
Sorry.
I
You
kind of like,
understand? You go ahead.
yeah, I just kind of like wave my hands for people to calm down for a second.
Yeah, if anybody else speaks Sylvan, they can understand these creatures. But one of them, the one who's done the speaking, looks at you, Gus, and goes, "Thief. Bad. Thief bad.
No, good thief, good.
Brother eat thief."
Brother. Okay. I won't hurt you. I'm speaking to them in Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
what's your names?
Names? Names. That's Box. Points at
Box.
the brother who was the crate. I'm Wheel.
Oh. Alright. I turn to everyone else. Alright, this is Box. That's Wheel.
Oh. I'm Ollie.
Hi, Box and Wheel.
Sorry, I don't speak your language. I don't know if you can understand me.
I think a couple of you would know, like, mimics don't typically speak either. And it seems like only one of these two can. Wheel can speak, but in, like, very broken kind of Sylvan. Box doesn't speak at all.
Then I'll just point to myself. Ollie. Gus, you can understand them? Or
Yes, well, one of them speaks just a bit in Sylvan, but, Wheel, are you okay?
Yes. Sleeping.
Good.
is this their tent, or was someone else here?
How did you get here, Wheel?
Feet. Walked.
Walked. Okay. I turn to the party. I think they maybe came and saw those who built this tent and saw some things that looked like them, got cozy.
Box kind of walks, like, around you guys out of the tent and around to some of the scattered armor pieces and starts putting them on.
Oh. Is this theirs then? Maybe their tent?
Is it their size?
Not necessarily, but, I mean, do they really make mimic-sized tents? And do mimics even need tents when they can be tents?
Right.
But so these are mimics.
Yeah.
This is their
in
true
their
form.
True form.
Yep.
That's
Which I
crazy.
haven't described, I don't think, at all. I don't think I've ever seen anyone describe a mimic in a non-object form. Yeah.
So they are 2 feet tall,
Mm-hmm.
gray skin,
Mhm.
goblinoid features, no eyes.
Yep.
Um,
Their heads are, like, almost too big for their bodies. They've got, like, very thin kind of bodies, but their heads are, like, goblinoid, like, round, kind of big, and then the ears go out to the sides. It's almost like their ears go out past their shoulders.
well, Wheel, is this your home?
For now. Home lost.
Do you know the name of your home which was lost?
Wheel thinks very hard.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Not far away, though. Only walk for 3 nights.
Okay. Jeez. I pull like a little piece of like hardtack out of my pocket. Do ye eat this?
Wheel goes over to the crate of food on the side, grabs the top of the box, pulls themselves up, and pulls out a slightly rotten apple and goes, "Eat food."
Okay, yes. I turn to my party. Well, I like them. Um, I don't know that they're seemingly not dangerous. But if you have any questions for them, I can gladly ask.
Are they hungry?
They've got plenty of food, seemingly, though rotten.
Do
Yeah.
they- Sorry.
No, probably similar. The rotten apple doesn't seem very filling. Then again, I'm not them.
Do they
Right.
know anything about those tracks? Were those their tracks?
I'll point to the tracks on the ground. They probably seem bigger than their feet, but I'll point to the tracks. Did you see who made these?
Tried ask for help. They walked away.
Well, what do you ask for?
Get away from home.
I think I kind of point in the direction that we have been going in. Is home that way?
They shake their head.
All right. I communicate to my party that they're trying to get away from home. Wherever it is, it's 3 days travel away from where we're going. Can you
These-
point me in the direction of your home?
Wheel kind of steps out of the tent, and points back down south, but more like southeastern, possibly towards the coast of the swamps in like that direction.
Do I think that they've been like affected by the kind of natural changes that have been occurring in the swamp?
That's you could make some a medicine check. I don't know if it's something that you could infer at this very moment, but you could try.
That part will like that.
But it's ever done.
All right, I got a 6.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell. Again, you've like never heard a mimic speak before, but I mean, they are shape changers. You guess it's not so far out of the realm of possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Do these two need our help?
Well, it seems they need help. They haven't asked for our help, but they are just trying to get farther away from home. I could offer our help if we are in the business of taking 2 stowaways.
Well, I also know we're trying to get where we're going, but kind of look over at him. Maybe it was nasty of me to assume it was going to be a fight. I don't know, I guess what I hear about their people may not always be true. That they're always looking for some unlucky soul to stumble upon them.
Well, if
It's just... What were you saying?
if they had wanted to attack us, they surely have the jump on little old me.
Exactly.
It makes me think, what could they possibly be trying to get away from?
Yeah.
And could it be something of a danger for us?
Well, if they said it was lost in what capacity? Like, was their home attacked, or...
Anyone who wants could make a general intelligence check, trying to parse together the broken speak of this mimic.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. +0.
Oh, 5. Ask them if they can turn into anything other than what they're named after.
Wheel was a bedroll.
Wheel was a bit.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
I got a 15.
Well, was
I totally forgot
bedroll.
what he was at first.
What is a bedroll if not just a fabric wheel?
A flat wheel.
Oh, when you roll it up, it's called a bedroll for a reason.
It's like
Wow.
a cylinder.
Whoa.
A bed wheel.
Okay, have you not seen cylindrical wheels?
I guess so. Okay. What did everybody get on those intelligence checks?
5.
15.
7.
Anyone else making
Right.
any?
11.
I might as well, even though I'm stupid.
Oh.
Don't
I'm
worry, I am
stupid
too.
and I rolled a 15.
Yeah, no.
How stupid are you?
I rolled a
Me?
3.
How stupid
So-
are we?
15
sorry.
honestly is enough to get some of the gist. The chances of them... So, mimics are fey creatures.
Hmm.
And most of them originate from fairy and are either pulled through or stumble through portals opened by druids. There is a good chance, like more likely than not, as most mimics out in the wild like tend to either stay where they are or end up dying just by like having an adventure run to them. Like these guys probably are freshly coming out of the fairy.
Yeah.
So there is a chance that like somewhere in the direction that they pointed, a dimensional like a little realm rift was opened by a druid to allow passage, and they got through during that time.
Yeah. Gus, can you ask them? And Ollie will kind of lean down. Are you two trying to get back to Fairy?
Yeah, Gus will lean over to Wheel and ask them if they're coming from Fairy.
No. No go back.
Did something bad happen in Fairy?
I'm just communicating
Yeah.
Ollie's questions at this point, yeah.
I'm thinking of how they would answer this. No more sun. Too dark.
Oh shit.
Which, I guess, like I said, campaign doc information is general known. If the Unseelie Court is in charge of the realm, they do enter the endless nights, where the sun will not rise, and some of the worst creatures will make themselves known.
So they're Seelie.
Potentially. I don't think that answer would come to any of you immediately. But I mean, whatever it is, the Endless Day, which is the Seelie Court's rule, has been ongoing for, to all of your knowledge, since before the First Wars. So, 300 plus years. And for it to change now is such like a rare thing. But something big must have just gone down there.
Sorry, I was opening the campaign doc. Did you say that Seelie or Unseelie has been ruling for the past 300?
The Seelie have.
Okay.
And apparently, according to these mimics, very recently, the power has changed hands.
Sorry. I just should always have the campaign doc open, double checking, but
Ask them if they're related or a couple. Or just friends.
Wheel did call Box their brother.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I go, Seder, pay attention.
I can't understand them.
do they know when exactly the sun went out, when the Unseelie took over? Why?
I asked them how long ago it was.
17 nights.
Sorry. Because I have a hard time keeping track of time necessarily in the session. Did anything big happen 17 days ago or nights ago on our realm?
The only things that happened around that time are like, the Sky City above you got attacked by one of its own ships, but that also very much not probably related.
Yeah, but still two pretty big events to happen close. And there's the whole Realm of Doors shit.
Right.
Do they know why the Unseelie took over? That may be, no offense, above them, but...
Yeah, I'll ask.
Our queen gave up.
Oh. Shit.
surrendered. Yeah, because it is a power struggle. Sorry, I keep breaking into meta above table speak, but just to clarify, this is a power struggle big enough that, like, us on this realm, basic knowledge, know about the power struggle in Fairy.
Yeah,
and
but
know that there's
you,
a war-ish.
none of
going
you
on.
know the ramifications of what it could mean for the realms that it has changed powers.
Yes.
Because the Fairy has always had such a great effect on the Prime Realm as is, that it switching sides might affect your realm more than most people would think.
Yeah, I think Ollie will just kind of take that in. Well, I don't know if that's something we can super help with. We're heading into a town. Shapechangers in general, I don't know how people feel us having two alongside if they want to go into town, or if they're happier out here.
I'll ask them if they want to travel with us. We are heading towards town, or if they would rather stay here.
Yes. Box stay box, wheel be wheel.
What else can you be?
Yeah, because we only do we have our horses?
Nope.
Neither of them can be
Yeah.
horses.
No. I'm just saying, are we
you be
carrying them?
Can you be something smaller? Like fit in a backpack?
Wheel turns into a greatsword, and Box turns into a shield.
Damn.
Awesome.
Yo, I'm taking the mimic shield. I can wield shields.
I pick up. Box turned into the greatsword, correct?
Wheel turned into the greatsword, Box turned into the
Wheel did.
shield.
I pick up Wheel, and I pulled it out to Satyr.
Oh my god.
It's not metal.
It's not metal, Satyr.
It would honor me if you were to wield the wheel sword.
I've not got much practice. Wait, I can. Yeah, no, I can't. Hold on. What are the rules?
Wait,
I can't use a sword.
You can't use metal. This isn't metal.
No, you can. Yeah,
This is a living
you can
thing.
use metal weapons, but you can't use metal armor.
Oh, okay.
But I
I-
believe
I was
because you're a
say.
blood hunter, you do have proficiency in martial weapons, which gives you greatsword. But it is a strength-based weapon.
Yeah. I would be. I suppose I'd be honored to give it a try. Sharp things. Well, less practice with them.
This is so awesome.
I mean, are these... I don't want to actually, like, use this shield to absorb hits, because that feels fucked. So I'm just gonna put it on my back. Kind of under my cloak.
That's fucked.
But, well, I'll carry you. Promise I won't use you in battle.
And we continue forward. The town is not very far away from all of you. It's more correctly described as a little fishing village. There aren't very many buildings, and it's not really named or even labeled on any major maps. But it's going to take you probably 6 or 7 more hours on foot to get there, where hopefully you can maybe, get out of the mud. Is there anything any of you would like to do before you reach this small town? Because if not, I think the rest of your day will be uneventful.
Satyr, well, sorry.
No, you go first.
No, I was gonna say something stupid.
Then say it.
Satyr finds like a rock or like a stable ground. She's gonna cut a backflip and land in the mud and go.
Nice.
But I can't think of it. No, Satyr is a bit understands the sentiment of her friends, but is still a bit, uh, maybe distant, a bit like in deep in her own thoughts. It still has a little bit of guilt for things and potentially other things. Just the fact that it happened. But besides that, I'll just help and do travel things. Ride
Sure.
ride the horse. No, we don't have a horse. Never mind.
Midden.
If I may,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I don't think anybody noticed. Except that, Morin was quiet the whole time. But if anybody had been paying attention, I just want to say this for story reasons.
Mhm.
When we first encountered the mimics in their true form, Morin looked like he was fighting himself, and I wouldn't describe Morin usually as a very cat-like person, but in this moment, if you've ever seen a very docile cat suddenly switch on hunting instinct, in the way that they move, they hold their body very still and their eyes change. Morin looked hungry.
Yeah.
And was holding himself back from instinctively like pouncing on them, but managed to steel himself. And just tries to accept that they will be with us, and in order to distract himself, goes up to Kepri. And Z kneels, well, not really kneels, they're walking and talking at this point now, and just wants to check in. Say, hey, I just want to make sure that, you're okay, and, we just haven't really chatted in a minute.
I was not. I'm doing okay right now. It's nice to be on the road.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to say anything back there, but I don't know what those guys were. And the fact that they can transform is a little...
Also,
My mind immediately went to Dream Beast, so...
Yeah, I don't think they are. But,
Good.
it's always tricky when dealing with any kind of fae. Because on the one hand, you want to be careful, because they can be tricksters, but you also don't want to offend them. I think, helping them may give us good luck, for all I know, but just be careful.
Well, I'm not carrying either one of them, so I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And I assume you're doing okay, too?
I'll be happy to get out of the cold mud soon.
Yeah, that's fair. Glad I don't have to feel it.
Well, yeah. One benefit, I suppose. of being in your situation.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like totally cut in on someone, but if they're walking and talking, would Ollie have heard some of that?
I can't imagine you all being way too far away from each other. I will ask for a perception check. Yeah.
I don't have to if you think that's a little weird.
It's not weird. I think Morton was trying to like keep it between him.
Not one. It's fine.
Every. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw Mudden walk over that way, but the
Mhm.
conversation didn't
Yeah.
pique your interest, really.
Full swag.
Moving forward, there are moments where you begin to step out of like the swampy mud, and you see ahead of you not dry land, but solid land. Kind of getting out of that mud and moving up. As the sun goes down, you do see in the distance lights on the end of a dock in the river. Couple of what look to be lanterns moving in between some of the houses. But you're still like 300 feet away or so. You're just kind of approaching from the distance. I don't think anything particular catches your eye. There's no boats that you can see in the river. And when I say coast, I do mean like river coast. I don't mean like ocean. You guys are more westward than anything. But there are no boats. You don't see anybody this far out away. It is, however, getting kind of late, so if you were hoping to find maybe a place to stay, it'd be better to get that done quicker than later.
Yeah, I was
So-
just going to ask, having taken a quick once over on this place before bringing folks here, is there anywhere that Gus knows is like a fairly charitable family who are willing to let people stay or anything like that?
There's that bit in our DMs that was somewhat meant to be for like the little town that you started in, but you weren't
Right.
really staying there. I think that could translate over to this just as easily, if we
Awesome.
wanted to use those same points. There is one building that does catch your eye as you do get a little closer. A longhouse that seems to have been converted into... it's hard to tell from this way, but you do see like a statue out front. Which in a small town or small little village like this, you don't normally get to see fancy statues or decorated buildings as such.
Yeah. What is
Is
the
this-
statue of?
Yeah.
As we get closer, assuming we're just kind of entering this space,
Mm.
the statue is... 1 second. I have to find my description for this being. A statue of a man. Half orcish. Standing... I mean, the statue is huge. It's probably like 15 or so foot tall. Has a massive trident hanging off of one shoulder, just kind of casually. And in the other, they've got their hand kind of raising up from from below them, and there's like a stone-made like splash of water following their hand up. This is the god of oceans, Gideon.
Mm.
And this potentially is a temple to him.
And you can check in the dock for general knowledge, but wait if I can. So I know he's ocean storm god. Do I know like his vibe? If that makes sense, like if he leans evil, good, neutral.
I don't know if any of you are super in that circle, but anyone who wants can make in a religion check.
I would like to.
Sure.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
love rolling dice.
Okay.
Ooh, +0. 10.
11.
4.
19.
I don't believe in water.
Dirty 20.
No, okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Kepri and
Who say
Gus,
sorry for?
both of you know that Gideon is more often than not, at least in stories, portrayed as like a neutral god. He will help people when he feels like it, fuck people over when he feels like it, but it comes from a very strong moral code that he has. And if you wrong him and you go out to sea, it's almost inevitable that your ship goes down. So he is known to hold grudges, at the very least. But he's also, given the responsibility for all the many safe travels that sailors have, so.
Right. Okay. I communicate all of that to the group.
Interesting. They worship him here? I guess it makes sense. They're by the sea.
Well, does this seem like it was recently erected?
I don't think any of you would have heard of it before. The swamps aren't like a tourist attraction, though. So it's hard to say. It's not really something that would show up in like the news of whatever city you all were in at the time that it happened. I think the statue outside does look new, but this longhouse looks like it's been here forever. However, as I said before, it could have only recently been turned into a temple.
Do we feel like we could find shelter here, or do we just want to look around, investigate?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, Gus, in particular. This place looks a little too humble to have in.
Certainly. I think of all places, this is probably our best bet.
In the temple.
Aye.
All
Still
right.
in, but it's well, it may be important for me to come pay some respects in here at least. If not, we could always look around.
Do you, Moy, you're on the Val side of Gideon?
Well, as a sailor, I must be aware of his power over folks like me. But especially with recent natural occurrences, one must worry that he has been angered in some way.
Alright. Can't argue with that.
As you all push into the temple, there are long... It looks like a couple of walls have been taken down, and there are seats moving up towards a large stage where no one has stood at this very second. You see off to your left, there is an individual sitting in one of the these long seats, and they seemingly are asleep. They've got one leg kind of crossed up over to the other. Their head is like a little bit back, hanging off the back of the chair, and they've got their eyes closed. There are two more at the front of this building, the farther end away from you guys, at the back, who are walking around with small little torches lighting up the way. It's getting a little dark in here, and there's only a couple of torches along the wall keeping the place lit. They notice you enter, and one of them turns their head and goes, "Oh, I don't know any of you. He must be new."
Oh, hello.
Stepping kind of out of the shadow more towards the open door, there is a... What did I have her? Oh, okay. That's fine. A little on the nose, but that's fine. There is a water Genasi lady. She kind of moves up, very long hair. She's wearing light blue and gray robes, kind of the color of the main, like, clergy of Gideon. Moves up and just kind of goes, "We don't get travelers through here a lot."
Yeah, we're wondering if we could, take a rest here tonight. If we could seek refuge in the temple.
Yeah, well, I can probably spare 1 or 2 rooms.
You need... Oh, sorry.
I'm not in charge around here. I should probably go ask before I give you permission.
Pretty good idea.
Yeah. Why don't you all find a seat? Well, I'll get you at least some water, and I'll go find out.
All right.
Many thanks.
She gives a tiny little bow, heads off. Off to the left side of the room, there's a door in the back kind of corner behind the stage. She goes back into there. And you guys just find a place to sit for a moment. Is there anything you do while you await?
I'd just love to look around the place, try and get a good view.
Seder.
Sorry. Is there a certain area we can pay our respects?
If you're speaking of donations, that exists. There are no you don't notice any like private prayer chambers or anything of the sort. The only door seems to be that one on the left side that that she went out of to go speak with whoever's in charge.
I think Morgan just really quickly wants to go back out to the statue. Just for
Yeah. Doors are likely propped open. The building has not been closed for the night as of yet, so you walk out, and the kind of unnaturally, like, violent rushing of the river next to you, which is, like, the problem that Gus was talking to you guys about needing to solve, is really the only sound that you hear in this very quiet village. But you look up at the statue.
Does it have like a base to it or anything?
It has it's only like a foot of stone, kind of square base that it's standing on. There's no plaque or anything engraved on it.
And how close is it to the river?
The statue is probably 100 feet or so from the river. I'll make it an even 90 for fun.
Okay. I think Morin, loud enough to hear himself, but quiet enough that the sound of the river, covers his voice. He sort of gives a half bow to the statue, then looks up at it and says, I know we are strangers to each other, but I would inquire for my friends and I. Safe travels. And leaves a gold piece at the statue's feet.
Hell yeah. As Murin heads out to do that, what are the rest of you doing?
Seder, you go first.
Seder follows closely behind those people with the torches and is blowing out the candles behind them as they light them.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
Seder is trying to be respectful. She doesn't know anything about Gideon or Ocean Fair. So
Yeah.
she just chilling.
Ollie's kind of the same. They're sort of just taking in the scenery of this temple.
They at least got cool pictures and stuff. You said there's no like shrine or like a spot for prayer.
It doesn't seem so.
Does it look like this building was renovated to be turned into a temple?
Yes.
Like, okay. Yeah.
That's the
So it
vibe that
wasn't-
you've been getting so far, is like it wasn't built to be a temple. And there's like maybe a couple of color-coded decorations around, but otherwise it's fairly bare. Other than the statue outside.
You spent all the money on the statue. Seder leans over to Ollie.
Ollie kind of chuckles a little and is like, I don't know if he can hear me. Listen, all I'll say is Alvi's temple, dope.
It's not, really not that. They're being nice to us, hopefully. So I'm being
Yeah.
rude.
I probably really should not disrespect him in his own temple.
I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't disrespect to him. It was more disrespect to the people who run the temple.
Well, you know what? They're doing their best. I
The
just hope we got his
the guy
wasted
who's
crap.
sleeping on the other side of the church goes, "Yeah, it's sitting here."
Oh, what's this guy's vibe? Does he look like he's sleeping off a drink?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He does.
Really good acoustics is also, I think.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Should I make a trident symbol?
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know anything. This guy. He's not a guy. He's an omniscient being.
In all earnesty, would Seder have any knowledge about like how you're supposed to respect Gideon, like what you're supposed to do? I don't think I'd know that.
Pee in the
It's,
pool.
I mean, like there is a little bit of like reverence involved with like respecting most gods, like understanding that they are more powerful than you, and with Gideon, it is hard because, as I said, he's
He's hard to pin down.
he's a little hard to pin down, like personality wise. I think like it genuinely comes down to him, like almost like a vibe check.
Hmm.
Like specifically with Gideon, if he doesn't think that you are deserving
Mhm.
because of your attitude, then he will fuck you over.
Ooh.
Are there any books? Any like books or pamphlets or writings?
Near on the stage, on the podium, there's a book open. You don't see any out and about sitting. There's no little like Bible sleeves in the back of the chairs.
Yeah.
I don't think you see anything immediately.
He's in charge of the oceans. If something's going on with the ocean, could be upset about something. Hopefully he knows we're here to solve them.
At least to help figure out the problem.
Yeah.
And Gideon helped us not die on a ship with a murderer that helped us escape.
This is true.
So hopefully Gideon sent us with those good graces, and we can keep some of those.
I think... One second. I don't want to do this in his temple. I don't know if this would piss him off.
I'm gonna walk outside, kind of where Mirren is.
Once you get out, the man who was sleeping turns to Seder and goes, "Man, you really believe all that bullshit?" And starts trying to tell you that gods aren't real, even though they verifiably
Ooh.
are.
Oh, we got a Bill Maher over here.
Where are you going with that?
High fantasy Bill Maher.
What do you do out there?
I'm gonna see what Mirren's doing.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's-
you get out there about the time that Mudden finishes the little prayer.
Yeah, and it's dark outside, right?
Mm.
Not many people. I kind of look
You,
around.
you see, like, on the little fishing dock, there's a single person with a little lantern sitting on a barrel next to them, and they've got their rod out into the water, and it's not going well because the water is fucked up right now.
I'm gonna just kind of go past Mirren for a moment, and
I'll be back inside.
look out the ocean. And kind of what Ollie does in prayer, in the private moments. Parts of the face, when they aren't facing anyone, they bare their face briefly, and just go,
I know you're so busy, Malavi. Probably won't get this. I'm just curious. Is Gideon one you get along with? I don't want to upset him, but weird things happening on the waters.
You don't get an answer in this very moment. You finish off your prayer, and as usual, it feels as though message received. But there is one moment. There are the dogs barking in my ears.
yeah, that's Malavi responding.
I don't know why they do that. They just bark like friggin' maniacs.
They're also praying to Malavi.
Yes. No, but you don't get an answer in this very moment. You feel your message received. But shortly after, head back in, and you hear this guy sitting down talking to Seder, and he goes, now, see, I know for a fact, about 50 years ago, we all died, and then the elves took our brains, and they put it in this thing, and now we're living in their fake made up world.
Oh, goddess.
Do you have any kind of
Source?
evidence, or for a long part of the history, you have a point, except for all that crazy shit you just said. But the gods are, friend.
No, like, I mean, my mama saw it 50 or so years ago. This blue guy showed up in our dreams, and we died, and now we're not dead.
Sorry, Ronnie just had a face crack, but Ollie don't know what this guy's talking about.
That's really interesting. I think you should go back to bed.
About this
Maybe he'll come
time,
back.
you hear the door open from the
Dream
back
hard
of the
enough.
chamber, and the Water Ganassi comes back out. She kind of goes, yeah, so only one room, not two, but if that works, we can offer you the space and some not swampy water, considering that looks like it's where you all came from.
Yeah. What's the charge?
We're a church, dear. Nothing.
You got, like, a hose or something? We do
Well,
kind of just mud.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out for you. Might just have to dip into the river if you feel like it.
Oh, yeah.
But she leads you all back through the door that she went through, and it's this kind of long hallway with doors only on the right side. But there's about 5. She takes you down to the very end, that very last door, unlocks it, opens it up, and you all walk into this small little guest room. It has a single bed, a single, like, twin-sized bed. But
Yeah.
so a single bed, room enough for the rest of you to, like, find a spot on the floor, really. She goes, I can bring a couple of chairs in, or you could bring a couple of chairs in if you want.
Real quick, might seem like a completely random question. You say you're a church. That's a new development?
We're a clergy. And me and my... I'll call them my family. Are here because of, well, the curse. And while we were here, a lot of the village folk really liked the idea of having a church. So, we did what we could, and, I guess a couple of us are staying here after we figure this out, whatever it is.
Sure. Where does your clergy originate? Like your home base, so to speak.
Where did I say that? It's down in Sinkwall is where I'm from, but we have another church in Ox Pond and then another in Crims Fall. I come from Sinkwall.
Long bit of way to go.
Yeah, well, originally we took the river up this way to get here, and that was an awful idea because we lost our boat. Something wrong with the rivers. Not far from here, about a day or two. I would stay away from the waters until we can figure that out.
Cool. Well,
Oh, could you say Seder nods? If we're done asking questions, could you please show me those chairs? I'd love to not let you do any more work.
You could just grab a couple out from the main room if you'd like. We don't ever fill them with, the 12 people that live here. I'll be right back with water.
all right.
I grab chairs.
I'll help you with water. And I follow them.
There's 2 rooms down from where you are staying. There's a small little storage room that she goes into. And she pulls a, decorated and etched, urn? Urn kind of with a handle and a little spout. And she kind of shakes it, and as she shakes it, you hear it slowly start to fill up with water. And she kind of takes the lid off, and she goes, take this, I'll bring the cups. Because you do have to pour it. And Seder, those chairs out in this main area are long enough for you to sleep on. Maybe not super comfortably, but if you wanted to not be on the floor, you one or two of you could definitely sleep on these things if you wanted to bring a couple in.
I do that.
Seder holds 6 chairs in one hand and opens the door by herself and won't let anyone help her.
Like when those church boys are trying to impress.
Exactly that.
I wasn't trying to impress. I was just strong enough to do that. I was just
Real quick, so sorry, because if it's too late, that's fine. Could I have insight checked her about specifically the concept that the village people do indeed want this church here, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an insight check.
Unless they're forcing their way in.
No one got one. No one understood what I was doing.
I'm too busy rolling. 21.
With a 21, it seems you get the idea that she's not very excited about that. Maybe she's even one of the ones that has to stay here. But for one reason or another, she believes that this church is being put here because the people want the church here. It's not really her call to make either way, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she seems on the level.
Yeah, but she seems also just like very much like, God damn it, I've got to live in a fucking swamp now.
Yeah, I gotta live in this bumfuck town. Yeah, Ollie felt that. Alright. I guess we should just call now who's getting the bed.
Capri gets the bed. If I could ask, if you'd please not get in the bed covered in mud?
That is true.
I know it's a bit late, but a lot of the people here do just bathe in the river. It's not abnormal.
Fuck it, we want a bath? I do.
Seder lights a torch and goes into the dark woods and dips her piggies in the water.
Uh-huh.
You don't have, like, snakes in your river.
Alligators.
Even better.
Yeah. Not normally this close to the ocean, but once you start getting a little bit more westward inland, like near the peninsula, you're gonna want to watch out for alligators.
Okay. I'll risk getting eaten to be clean.
Yeah, let's just make it fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wash my whole boot.
Seder smells like a wet dog. I just want to say that. I'm sorry.
I was a cat last campaign. Now I'm a dog.
Going through all the animals.
Yeah.
You all head down to the river, take a bath, get some of that stank off of you. You could probably get away with washing some of your clothes too. I'm sure that you can, yeah, you guys still have the clothes that you originally like got to Stone Table in, so you kind of just switch back into those while these dry after you've cleaned them. Heading back into the church afterwards. Ooh, sorry.
No, I was just saying Chile.
Chile.
I stop at the statue of Gideon, and Seder looks up at it. It looks really cool. She says quietly as her friends walk past her back into the temple, I don't believe all that stuff that guy said. Hope you protect us if you want to. Yeah.
Ollie moves the statue. Not really.
All right, you all head back into this place, into this temple. Still slightly wet, but what isn't around here? Make your way back to that small room and arm wrestle for who gets the bed, I guess.
I'll take a bench.
You'll take a bench.
Seder lays on one of these chairs, and it looks like she's laying on like a bench at a gym. Her whole body is off.
When we get into that room, Ollie fully like sits on the edge of the bed and stretches and yawns. It's like, man, I'm so tired. I mean,
I could sleep outside. There's not much room in here.
What'd you say?
I can sleep outside. There doesn't seem to be too much room in here.
No. I mean, unless you really want to, but I think it'd be good for us all together.
If we're making anyone sleep outside, it's going to be me. I attacked you all the other night. That is to say, I don't want to make you do that, Captain. You have every right to sleep with a roof over your head, if that is your wish.
I'm
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of with Ollie. I would prefer that we stick together.
Yeah. And Satyr, oh, you go first, Capri.
No, nothing. Sorry.
Wheel and Box start to talk to each other, and Gus, you hear the words from Wheel, like, kind of pointing and go, move bed. And they move over and start to, like, push the bed to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't know if they want you to do that.
They
They
move.
can't understand.
They move the bed to the side of the room. Wheel turns into a bed frame, and Box turns into a mattress.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I wish I could do that.
I'm gonna roll insight.
What do you mean roll insight?
Oh my god, if one of us gets in the bed and they're like, I'm hungry. You just start chomping.
You wake up in the morning just stuck to the blankets.
My leg got chewed off.
Aeolus.
Is that an invitation, or are they just doing?
Is
Received an invitation.
is offending them something we should worry about? Would not sleeping on them be an offense?
Yes. Do they want us to sleep on?
Yeah, I just ask, yeah, do you want us to sleep on you?
In their object forms, they can't and don't answer you.
I could cast sending, but I don't speak their language.
At this point, Gus is like, listen, if none of you will sleep on them, I'll sleep on them.
Mimics your oyster.
It looks like
Well-
a bed to me.
You are all here, so I guess I'm not the most scared of sleeping on it.
I mean,
Well-
it's. I think Wheel has been on your back all day, Cedar.
Well, it's been in my hands, one of them.
If they are pushed together, does it make enough for three of us?
Yeah, if you
Cedar
push
kill.
the beds together, they could make 3 of you. You could get three of you on that.
Ollie will get in the middle.
Modern doesn't trust it and just just stuffs his bedroll in the corner.
Fair enough.
Seder doesn't want to share a bed. I understand. All things considered, it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Hopefully, I would just still feel. Maybe I don't think I'd get any sleep. Worrying about that. I just turn
That's-
over in the night. But
Oh. You don't like sharing beds?
I'm
Or you mean the other
just
night?
just a worry of things occurring in my sleep that I can't do anything about. So
Cedar kicks in her sleep.
Seder
Bed
hogs the
lever.
blanket.
Well, Seder, I think I said. But I'm not scared. But I also know sharing beds isn't super ideal.
I because we went through the effort of putting them together like this, I'll try it. You just may find me on the floor in the morning.
You don't have to.
No,
I guess I didn't think about for other people it might be super weird. Oh shit. Did you folks share beds growing up?
When we were very small, me and my sister did. But we ended up, well, especially me, ended up going and needing space of their own. So.
Okay. What age did you stop?
Ollie starts looking a little embarrassed.
That hit, past my 13th, 14th evolution?
Oh, me too.
I'm so confused.
You don't have to worry, Ollie. You'll outgrow me.
Sorry, what did Satyr say?
I say, you don't have to worry, Ollie. You may just outgrow me. Never know.
As you all settle in for the night, is there anything any of the rest of you would like to do? I guess, Gus, Mudin, Capri.
Right before sleep. Sorry, right before sleep, Satyr does some of her weed botany to prep, because this is a dry location for once, semi-dry.
Yeah, Ollie just journals.
Morin's kind of in the fetal position. Not like in a stressed way. It
Just kind of hanging out on the floor.
It genuinely seems to be the most relaxing position for Zim.
Capri will just shut down at the base of the mimic bed for the night, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Not getting on it, but
Just kind of leaning up against it.
yeah.
Does Gus do anything preparing for bed?
Yeah, I think he kind of like lays on the bench for a little while and pretends to sleep. But after a while he goes and spends some time just kind of reading. Ooh, excuse me. I'm kind of sick.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just gonna try not to make gross noises while I talk. But he spends some time reading those open pages. He doesn't disturb the book. And kind of.
Would you make a stealth check for me as you're just kind of... You're not really, like, doing anything too bad, but I assume you're just trying to be quiet.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
Do any of you have a passive perception of 16 or above?
I don't
No.
I do.
think so.
I have
Ollie, you,
Exact 16.
You hear the door open and you see Gus step out of the room.
Ollie will just kind of peek out.
What you doing?
Just kind of make a stealth check for me, Ollie. Let's see if you scare Gus.
Oh my god. Hey, bitch.
10.
Yeah, I think you hear yourself kind of get caught, Gus. As the door creaks a little bit as Ollie moves it to walk back out after you.
Nothing dastardly, I swear. Just going for a quick paying of respects.
Sure. Here. Your footsteps were a little loud.
I'll do Blessing of the Trickster on Gus.
God.
Wow.
Gus gives Ali a kind of bitchy look. How dare you? Alright.
Oh, she'll
Thank
make you
you.
quieter.
They're like half asleep.
Do you want company, or you just want to go by yourself?
I think Gus truly ponders for a moment. And I think based on the conversation that they had the night previous, he ponders for a moment, but eventually he goes, no, you spend long enough out here with me, then Seder, then Murin, then everyone comes. Just go back to bed. I won't be long.
All right.
Back to sleep. You have advantage on stealth checks for an hour.
Yeah, so you'd like to go ahead and roll
Or-
that stealth check again.
Is it any dex check or is it? No, it's just stealth.
Yeah.
Just stealth, yeah.
That's insane. Okay. That becomes a 24.
Oh my god.
Epic. Hell yes. You, as this divinity is used on you, you see the flash of a white and gold mask kind of just almost translucently shine over your vision for a second as it disappears. And you do notice that it does make you quieter.
It's pretty nice. Usually I have to take off my boots for this.
Moving up into the main chamber. Oh, sorry.
No, I didn't actually have anything to say. I just say sometimes, sorry.
It's all good. You move into the main chamber, and that drunk man who was arguing with Seder is still passed out there, but does not stir at your arrival. Moving up to the book on the podium, it is what you think you're reading without turning the pages are quotes from Gideon. As you know, in the last 40-ish years, the gods have had some of the restrictions on them removed, allowing them to walk amongst the Prime Realm with their followers, with mortals. And only some seem to do so, and even fewer do so, publicly, you know? So these are reports and almost interviews, it seems like? Like people asking questions to Gideon. And I don't know if you would learn anything super big from this page that you're on, but you do get a little bit of an idea into Gideon as a person. You can infer that there was a question asked about a large shipwreck near Dim Torda that happened about a year ago. And it involved a lot of supplies coming from Valir to Rylan just being lost in sea. And it was, the question was just like, oh, did you do this? Was this your fault? And Gideon says, yes. Pretty much like, I did not appreciate some of the things they were trying to bring over here. And it's better that they were lost at sea.
Okay. And then Ollie inquired into the relationship between Gideon and Malavi. Didn't really get a response. Is there anything that I may have like read about? Like, can I make like a history check to see if I know anything about them having a relationship?
You could make a religion check.
A religion check, yay! Okay. That's a 10.
What you do know about Malavi is she is the most recent change in power amongst the gods. There was a time where her and an entity called only the Mask were both kind of gods of this different sides of their whole shtick, but the Mask ended up needing to be killed, and thus Malavi kind of absorbed the Nathan, stop it. Malavi kind of absorbed all of the what's the word I'm looking for?
Followers?
All of the followers and those aspects of the Mask into her own. Which normally is not how it works, but I guess it doesn't happen often enough to know how it normally should work. And there's a lot of questions, and it's hard to tell what her relationship could be with the other gods, considering she might have killed one of them to take, she took place in the murder of the Mask.
Okay. And then earlier, the water genasi we spoke with, I can't remember her name, I'm sorry.
We got.
You weren't given a name.
Yeah, we didn't learn.
Oh, good.
No one asked, so I didn't feel compelled to give one.
I gotta do that. She was telling us a little bit about a problem that needed to be solved in the area, correct?
She was talking about the water in the rivers being violent, the same issue that you are aware of.
Yes.
Yeah, they're also here investigating the same thing.
Awesome. So I did hear that correctly. And I certainly need to talk to someone about that. But now that I'm sneaky, I may as well sneak around.
Oh yeah.
Gus was like, I'm just gonna go look at the book and pay some respects, but now that I'm sneaky, I must take advantage of this blessing. So, where is the donation? I know Murden left a donation at the statue. Is that where donations seem like they were supposed to be left, or is there a certain?
There's
other
a
donation
small little chest at the front of the stage. Excuse me.
area? Okay. I would love to head on over there and take a look inside.
Yeah, there's 4 copper, 12 silver,
Oh, that's.
a little wooden toy car, a cart.
Oh. That's not okay. He's going to take, excuse me, 6 gold out of his bag and leave it in there, and close it up. Before he closes it up, he takes the little toy wooden car and he kind of races it around the bottom, and then he leaves it and closes it. Toys are fun. Love playing toys. But yeah, he'd love to snoop around, see if he can perhaps find any plans.
Right.
There's some rooms down here.
Any other room other than this one and your room is behind a closed door that you have no idea what could be behind. You could assume, correctly, probably, that the most of the clergy that is here currently are probably staying here at the moment. And you also know that there is kind of like a head cleric.
Yes. Okay.
But you're not sure like the layout here. You kind of head back out into that hallway, and then there are those 4 rooms before yours. You know that one of them was that little storage room that she brought you into to get that endless water.
Yes. Okay.
So I
I'd love
think there are
to-
2 more, if I'm doing my math right. For 3 more that you don't know where they lead.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to investigate the storage room. See just what they got in there, because that pitcher of water is pretty cool.
Yeah, there's there are a couple of extra. I'm gonna ask for another stealth check for this, actually. I think just because you are moving closer, and I assume like going through objects at this point, moving stuff around.
Yeah. I got a 23.
Wonderful. You find a couple of holy symbols to Gideon, which in my brain looks like the Avatar: The Last Airbender like water symbol.
Oh hell yeah.
But otherwise, there's a couple of robes, like extra sets. There's a small, like, wooden staff in the corner. Like, not like a full staff. You couldn't use it as a walking stick or anything. I mean, maybe Gus could. But there's a small little staff in the corner, I think, is the only thing in here that could catch your eye. You do see 2 more of those, like, water decanters.
And could I potentially like try and figure out what kind of, if I know what this like is, that this is like a magical item?
The staff?
The both the staff and the pitchers.
The pitchers obviously are magical.
Yeah.
You pick one up and you shake it in a similar way that you saw the lady do earlier, and it begins to fill itself up with water.
Awesome.
Through experimentation, it doesn't seem like you could do anything other than water. At least if you could, you're not doing it right. What do you do to try to figure out if this staff is magical? I'd allow a basic Arcana check, but if you're not proficient, I don't think you'll find much.
No, I'm not. I just kind of want to look it over and see if it's like glowing or anything.
Yeah, you take from this little corner this probably only slightly taller than you, so I would say like almost 4 foot tall I know that's...
It's a little shorter than I am.
yeah, a little shorter than you. It's made of wood. You see engraved near, like, where you would hold it, there's a small little, like, looks like somebody carved a handle into it. And in the handle is the symbol of Gideon.
Awesome. I got a 15 Arcana.
15 on Arcana. Running your hands kind of along, it doesn't immediately strike you as especially magical, but you are like you feel like you're missing something with this just like once over that you've done.
All right. I feel pretty good about that. I briefly will hold one of the symbols of Gideon in my hand, and just bow my head. I ask always of you only your mercy. And I will put it back. But otherwise, I think the only other thing I want to do, just because he was kind of pissing me off earlier, is go through the drunk guy's pockets.
Yeah! Make me a sleight of hand check, please.
Yay. Damn it.
You just gotta drop it in the tower. No, you don't. I'm right here. I see you.
What was that roll? I'm sorry.
It's a 25.
Woo!
Jesus.
Okay. So, you find you find 2 flasks. One of them about half full, the other nearly empty. There is 4 copper, and in his coat pocket, there is a crumpled up, like, piece of parchment with, written on it is, what you could assume being this man's partner, being like, I hate it here. I don't want to live here anymore, but you won't leave, so I will. Bye. Breaking up with him.
Ooh.
Oh.
Look.
That explains the drinking.
Bitch,
Yeah.
what you get?
What you say?
I will.
He didn't do anything other than being an atheist and a stupid one at that. This is the only scenario where. Anyways.
He's Bill Maher, of course she left him.
Can I take 2 of his copper
Mm-hmm.
and put them in the donation bin?
Hell yeah.
You'll need someone's mercy in these times. And at that point, I think Gus is not about to try and sneak into someone's room while they're sleeping, potentially. So he'll call it a night.
Sure. Do you take anything else off of his sleeping body, or just the copper?
You know, I might take his empty flask.
Hell yeah.
I could use one of those. Fill it up with some of that good water.
It's just this small kind of like metal flask. It has a fairly like new looking it's a cork top with a strap around that you could just like kind of hang off your side if you really wanted to.
Nice.
And it has the name Robin engraved on the back of it.
He doesn't need that anymore. Damn. That would be fine. That would just be a painful memory. I'll handle that.
And you head back to your room, settle back down, and all of you enjoy a long rest. We're gonna take a short break while we pick spells, take long rests, and get ready for the day ahead of us. As I think we might just get to the dungeon today.
Oh,
Not like in game today, but like tonight.
oh.
Yeah. Short break, BRB, potty time.
What are you two doing?
We need to start the fucking D&D game back up, y'all. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I go
Press
start. I should have did it like an hour ago. I'm sorry.
You're pissed now?
Oh my
We
god.
just fucking got back. Okay.
Well, see you in a few minutes.
Whatever.
So, you all
Brain
awake.
and the dragon.
Stop. No more.
This has gone on long enough. I'm tired of it.
Raph just leaves.
Just doesn't even mute. Throws off headphones. I'm done.
Just unplug
Physically leaves the room.
your. Just shut your laptop. Unplug your PC.
Looking out a window just to be sure.
You hear a distant, remember when?
Yeah.
You all awake in the morning to the sound of the rushing rivers nearby. You actually do hear not super loudly, but there's like a window in this room, and kind of through the window outside, you do hear a conversation. There's a couple of people outside that seem to be talking. And there are footsteps moving down the hall kind of towards your room, and that may have been like what woke you up in the first place. They don't enter your room directly. It seems like they stop and move into the room before yours. But you all awake in the morning, having rested well, and you haven't really found a place to get that meal yet. Is that something you were wanting to do before going, or do you just want to head out? You do have rations enough to get you where you need to go.
Could I know I was gone, but could I have woken up early and fished? Or tried to?
Oh boy, oh boy. Who would anyone else like to try fishing?
I would love
Hell
to.
yeah.
I would love to.
Wait.
Hell no.
No, I
Um,
gotta skewer worms. Never mind. I don't wanna.
Oh,
Worms, fuck.
No,
you can do
we
other bait.
They're creepy
Do-
crawlies. They're close enough. No fishing.
No fishing.
Do any of the fish jump? Did we notice that any of the fish did any jumping?
Doesn't seem so.
No.
But it also seems like the fish in the area aren't accustomed to the speed in which the river is moving.
Oh. Okay.
So maybe that's definitely that's why it's harder to catch them at the moment, because they're not really acting normally.
These people in this village must be hungry, or at least on slimming supplies with not being able to fish and get their main food source, I would imagine at least.
Yeah. That was Zenithir's voice. Jesus. Fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say because I started being wow.
You became the wrong character, and
Yeah.
Yeah, if Seder... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I almost did it again! Fuck. No, you just go ahead. Whatever. I'll find Ollie's voice one day.
Oh, sorry. if Seder takes a big sniff, broadens her shoulders, and is like, I can catch a fish in this. And what would I have to do
So,
here?
anyone trying to catch a fish, first off, make me a nature check. we're gonna see if you can determine how worth it, this would be, where best for you to be to do so, and like what kind of bait you might want to use while here.
I rolled okay. Let's see.
Kepri, you're also here, and I'm just gonna tell you this straight up because you don't. Sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreeing. Yeah.
So, like, because you don't want to, like, set bait and do that, there are other methods of fishing. You've got a spear, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you are so right. I'm spear pushing.
Satyr turns into a bear and sticks her head in the water.
Hell yeah.
You could totally do that.
Before that, I did roll an 18 nature.
Sure. I think with that, like, even it's easy enough to determine fishing rod's not the best call. But spear fishing, being a bear, maybe?
I can wall shape twice a day. Sorry, I'm talking over you. Go ahead.
For anyone else interested, like I think I know Gus wanted to. You could try to potentially tie a rope to the end of Fang, make some sort of dart, and attempt to fish with that. Might be a little harder than a spear, but
I was thinking of like having trying to do like a rope and having Kepri hold onto the rope. See if I can just like throw my spear at it.
Oh, you have a spear too?
No, not my spear, sorry. I mixed up my words, my dagger.
Yeah. So you can, the two of you can kind of like stand and throw dagger and spear trying to catch some fish.
Okay, that's cool.
For Mudin, Ollie, the two of you, are you fishing or staying kind of out of this?
No, I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, I'm staying out of this. I'm afraid it might be disrespectful.
Is there anything that you do say from the sidelines as you see a bear kind of move in and slap the water?
Yeah. You've seen a bear do the thing.
I will just turn to Mirren and you doing all right? You seemed a little put off the other day. Before we got here, when we found Wheel and Box. Just going off, you had mentioned your reaction initially in the moment.
It's kind of it's hard to explain. Where I'm from, are they near us?
Wheel and Box are trying to get Kepri and Gus to use them as fishing equipment.
Oh, so they're down with them, and we're kind of
they're up. They're down near the waters.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Your camera froze.
I know. My phone died.
Oh no.
If Wheel or Box could turn into a net, that's probably the best.
That's what I was thinking of. I don't know if they could turn into a net. I do have an idea. I'll get back to that in a second, though.
Okay.
Where I'm from, those mimics are considered a delicacy.
Oh,
And I'm just having thoughts and feelings about that.
what kind of thoughts and feelings?
You know, it feels silly. I've been away from home for a very long time, so it still feels silly to still miss it. But I do, every day.
Where?
But,
Oh,
I also feel, conflict. It's always they are certainly entertaining creatures, these two.
sure. Um, can I ask where home is for you? I don't know if I already did.
I don't remember either, but it's um it's an island far from here.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's dumb to miss it. Sometimes, well, I've had a few different homes, but
As have I.
one I came from, shithole it is, I still sometimes. Um,
My home was no shithole.
well, that's a blessing. Maybe we'll get to see it someday, since we're
Pray
going
that you
back to,
don't.
what was that?
Pray that you don't. It would not be kind to you.
Oh, well, at least you, I guess, in that sense. If not me.
They are not kind to me either. Not anymore.
Hmm. That sucks. Yeah, Ollie ponders on something for a moment, but shit, you want to talk about it? Or too long of a story?
It is a very long story. And it has been a while since I've told it to anybody. But we've been traveling together all this time.
Yeah.
Maybe soon I'll tell the whole crew.
Makes sense. I'm
he kind of looks out to where Sader's fishing. I'm so jealous. She, not that her home life's perfect, but she's got people who I think will celebrate when she comes in the door.
And you do not.
What was that?
You do not?
They kind of stretch out a little. That's another long story. I don't think so. It's complicated. They don't really reply back to me anymore. Been thinking about doing that, sending thing, but
It's difficult. I understand. It's rare, but when I can, I try and contact my son. He's the only one that will talk to me, if he can.
that's good that you've got him. You have a lot of kids?
I have 4. One adopted.
That's interesting.
There's oh, let me pull up Innistar, Doten Gale, Sai, and Lee.
Loud household.
Yeah, you could say that.
It was only ever 3 of us when I was growing up. But, 3 of us, my parents and me. They didn't have any kids after me.
Do you have any older siblings?
No. I don't. Unless they're keeping a huge secret from me. But they had me pretty young. I don't think so.
I also wished for siblings, but, well, technically I did, but our home was attacked when I was very, very young. My father and siblings were killed in that attack, so I never got to know them, but I was grateful to have a very strong mother.
Shit. I'm sorry.
It's really okay. Like I said, I never knew them, but I wish I did.
Yeah. Yeah, Ollie just kind of does trail off and gets a look on their face, but just kind of watches out.
Yeah.
The others fishing.
So Satyr in the water. I assume Kepri and Gus up on the docks, like aiming the other direction, so you don't hit Satyr.
Is there a way that we could help Satyr as a bear?
I mean, you could like get in and go after the fish too with your hands, but you don't know how great of an idea that could be.
I guess I'm scared that Satyr's gonna get swept away.
It doesn't seem like that's a danger currently. You are far enough away from the source of this problem that it does not seem to be terrible.
Yeah, then I'll just try and like get down there. And help out.
Okay.
In any way I can.
Kepri, are you sticking to the spearfishing plan?
Yeah.
Box kind of comes up next to you. That puff of smoke appears, and as it dissipates, you see a whole ballista.
Oh,
large enough to shoot your spear. And Wheel turns into a second spear.
Well.
Oh. Okay.
They're so epic.
So
gonna load up this fucking ballista, kneel down on the dock, and just start aiming.
Kepri's on a Mimic-made mounted ballista down there, aiming for fish. So I'm gonna ask you to roll to hit for me, and then the two of you, Lord survival checks. Satyr, you get advantage because you're a goddamn bear.
Survival.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would be still Satyr stats. Okay, that makes sense.
You get advantage because bear.
Hell yeah. I'm made for this shit, dog.
Okay.
Bears, they grab the salmon out of water. You never seen a bear grab the salmon out of water? Nat 20.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
I mean, I suppose you are in the correct element.
Gus, what are you doing over there trying to, like, assist or also catch these fish with your hands?
I think I see Satyr and I'm like, I can't help her. I'm just gonna catch one.
She's just hucking fish onto the shore, though.
She catches 2 fish before Gus even gets like ready to try and help. He just tries to catch one. I got a 19 survival.
Hey. And then what'd you roll to hit, Monsoon?
Do I add anything?
Who?
to that?
It'll Monsoon. Oops,
Wait a minute.
Capri.
Monsoon.
Monsoon.
Calliope shows up.
Capri,
Well,
you would get. Are you using your spear or are you shooting? Are you shooting Wheel?
So I'm assuming there's like a rope tied to the spear so I can get it back, right?
Yours maybe, but not to Wheel.
I would like to
But
know.
Wheel's also a creature.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using my spear first.
Okay.
Go with it.
Well, first shot will be straight. You're adding what you would normally add with a bow. Second roll, if you do shoot Wheel, will be with advantage.
I see. So the first shot then. Brain, please work. 12. Then second shot with Wheel with advantage. And still adding Bosta. Okay, 19.
Okay. I think, Kepri, you do find that using Wheel is a little bit more reliable, because if you do miss, they just turn back into their mimic form, look around for the fish you were aiming at, and try to grab it very quickly. But on your very first shot with Wheel, you do connect. And it kind of stabs through the fish, and you just see Wheel leave spear form, swim up out of the water holding this fish kind of in their mouth. Come back and leave it up on the docks for you.
The freaking puppy dog.
I mean, at the end of the day, Kepri will probably offer what he catches to them, but details.
Gus, you get out there and get it like 3 or 4 with your hands, which is a little impressive. I don't know if you've ever like done this before.
That's very impressive.
But
it's a good day.
I think most of the time it just happens to be that they are trying so hard to swim away from a satyr that you can just kind of wait for them.
That's so awesome. There's a moment where he stares up at Satyr and is just like, wow, she's so beautiful. It's just absorbing her majesty in that moment.
Satyr, you could catch as many fish as you wanted. I think like it would be a waste of time to catch too many because they just go bad before you could eat them. But also, you're a bear. You could just eat a bunch of raw fish right now if you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to give my friends breakfast. I want to eat my fill, and then like I want to catch like hopefully like I'm a bear obviously, but like I'm thinking like I can get a receptacle or like someone can get me a receptacle. I want to catch fish for the town. I want to catch fish for the people.
Fuck yeah. I think if that's what you guys spend some time doing, this early in the morning, like, surprisingly, I think you attract, like, 1 or 2 other people who join in, just, like, seeing this happen, and, after being told, like, oh, yeah, we're gonna give, like, whatever's left over to the town, they're just like, well, shit, that's wonderful. Yeah, count
bear's friendly.
Bear's friendly. And you could spend an hour or 2 doing this. It's a small town, so it probably wouldn't take you too long to gather them up a few days worth of food.
Yeah.
But you do so, and I think there's a moment where the like water genasi kind of sits down next to Mudin and Ollie. And she says, you know, I didn't expect a bunch of people with no connection to this place to come in and decide to help like this.
Well, wait, first of all, what's your name? I didn't catch it yesterday.
Oh, I usually go by Priestess Bellows, but that's just a title. My mother named me Lakin. I think it's a little silly, but Lake is fine.
Okay. Well, Lake. Yeah. I guess we were already in the area, for something else, and I look over to Bear Satyr and just absolutely destroying this fish ecosystem.
And
I we got some people with good hearts here, and not that you're necessarily like starving, but water's the way they are. I figure it's probably hard to get hands on food right now.
Yeah. A couple of us can magic up some sustenance, and we've had to do that a little bit this past week. So this will be nice for a few days. I do worry. We're not super close to solving this problem. We've had some druids, some people familiar with the land come out to take a look, and one of them, I mean, I haven't heard from in since, just kind of disappeared. The other was staying back south a little ways.
Do you have a beat on the problem could be caused by?
No, I've been told, I assume, that it's not the work of our Lord. As if it were, we would not be, it would not be our choice to stop this. Something unnatural. It could be some sort of beast, creature, an item in the waters. I don't know. A spell cast on the area.
And when did this started before your clergy got here? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. It's been this way for a couple months now.
Well, I mentioned we're in the area. That's actually part of why we're in the area. We were looking to travel by boat, but it's kind of impossible given these current circumstances. Hopefully we don't disappear. We'll go looking for it.
I mean, if you see short even for like a dwarven individual, man, long kind of red beard. His name was Deacon. We gave him quite a few supplies to go check it out, and he just up and left with everything, I suppose.
I hate to interrupt, I'm so sorry. I don't know if it makes much difference, but I can only be wild shaped for an hour. So if that would have took an hour,
yeah, I think we're nearing like the end of that, where like Satyr has probably kind of come out of it, and you are just helping move some of the fish at this point. But if any of the rest of you would like to like join in this conversation, you may do so as this activity kind of dies down.
Yeah, I'll come back around to the group after that.
Did Deacon say anything as he left?
No, just a very much I talked to him twice. He stayed at the temple a night. And then I couldn't again give him what he wanted, which was what the information we had and anything that could help him. So I referred him to our head cleric, and He seemed on the level. He seemed very intent on wanting to solve the problem, but haven't heard from him in a while. He did do, he used magic to contact our head cleric once. A couple of days after he left, but...
Did he say anything of interest then?
Nope, just that he reached the apex of this event in the river. He'd found where it seemed to be the most strongest, and was starting his investigation.
Well, that's not good.
How...
Honestly, for his sake, I kind of do be up and left, because the alternative... Sorry, what were you gonna say, Satyr?
Okay. How recently did she say Deacon went? Like, when did Deacon go?
Deacon left like a week ago.
Okay.
And then, so, around 5 days ago, he sent that sending, being like, hey, I'm here, and then hasn't said anything to anybody since. Hasn't gotten back to them.
Got it. Okay. He gave no... Excuse me. Excuse me again, I apologize. He gave no indication, landmark, or where he ended up, what he was seeing.
No, not that I know of. I didn't receive the message. I think we sent one back out. But as far as I know, I'm still being told to just keep my eyes open for him and hope he comes back with our stuff.
Yeah. Is there anything that would help us direction-wise on our journey? Things to avoid?
Direction-wise, Gus, you know that answer. You have to go up to like the northernmost point, pretty much, and you suspect that the issue resides within the tunnels under the, like, beneath the rivers, not exactly in the river itself. But she goes, I recommend heading north, and I would just stay out of the water. I know that seems like a big ask, considering you're trying to fix it, but we lost 2 people when those waters took our ship. And, I mean,
Understood.
These rivers are not normally dangerous, so people aren't expecting them to be, and that makes it even worse.
Gotcha.
If you all do manage to help, I'm sure we would love to hear about what you found. If you wouldn't mind reporting back after you've finished.
And, who is this head cleric of yours? Are they here?
She's not awake right now. Very much a night owl type, but she would love to know what's happening with our God's waters.
I'll kind of look to the group.
Should we just head out, or would it be worth talking to first?
I'd certainly like to speak with her.
I could definitely inquire. Why don't you all come dry off a bit, and I'll go see if I can. Let me find. I might have used he/him pronouns for the head cleric earlier, but I looked over and I was like, nope, that's definitely a woman. That's definitely a woman that I've written here.
Crime. Shader definitely before.
Whoa! 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 Why is Terry calling me?
What?
You accidentally started calling.
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
Shader before leaving bear form definitely got a big shake in to get a bunch of the water off. As she felt the transformation leaving. She does a semi-similar one when she's in human form. Sorry. But, yes, go dry off at the temple.
Oh, give me one moment.
Okay.
You're fine. I gotta grab a blanket real quick because I'm cold.
I have to find.
I'm gonna hit an ollie on my skateboard.
You're gonna hit an ollie on your skateboard?
Why would you do that to him?
I'm gonna hit ollie with my skateboard.
No.
That was Gus playing with the toy car in the donation chest, doing tech deck moves.
No, I did. That was what I was imagining.
Yeah.
You are very quickly rushed in to meet head cleric. Oh, where the fuck did I put it? Oh, of course it's not gonna be in those. I was scrolling through my goddamn campaign notes, not my session prep.
Head cleric Mama Pastrami.
Her name isn't Mama Pastrami, I promise you.
It needs to be.
I promise you it's not that.
If she's an owlbear.
Oh,
she's an owl. I should have done that, but no. You all are moved in to meet head cleric lady. The fuck? It was literally right here.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, no.
Lady LaFuck.
Google Docs actually fucking me.
Lady Linguini.
No. Why would it do that to you?
I don't know, but it doesn't feel great. Okay, we'll just make up. Well, we're gonna make up a name on the spot since I am a blind or something.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Mama Pastrami.
No. You stop it. You all move in and you meet Lady Umbrish. She is a tall, kind of skinny, very pale elven woman who has not left her bed. She seems to have a bed in her little office area that she's in. And kind of looks up at all of you, and room is pretty dark. She goes, I do hope this was important. I was napping. You must be the guest that stayed over last night.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
And you, little kitty, are the one that was snooping around my building.
Gus does a big smile.
I hope you
Well.
didn't stay up too late.
I'm honored to have been seen by you, my lady, and good morrow to you. We come into this area actually seeking to see to what is causing these rivers to run the way that they are.
Well, I was gonna say jump on the boat, but no boats around here. Yeah, that's why we came originally. Do you have anything that would maybe be news to us, or are you just asking for permission to enter this investigation?
Gus, kind of just like, bows his head in a kind of, I can't think of any word other than, like, diminutive dance, and says, I was hoping if there's any advice you had for us leading into this investigation, that you could point us in the right direction.
Well, I've got a little bit of direction, but I can't tell you if it's the right one. I know Lake has already told you about Deacon. Was the last druid that we sent that direction. He thought it was, it was one of those moving ripples in the, space between the realms, one of those that could open a gateway into the Fey realm. He says maybe somebody did, and something's happening there with that. Any other theories that have been posed are mostly just theories. I do not know if a Fey portal being opened there would cause something like this to happen, for I do not know if it's happened before. But, I am not of the same opinion as our first druid, Master Casus. He's not. He said a dream beast, but I've never seen one with the power to do something like that. So, out of the two theories, I'm leaning more towards fairy shenanigans, but I personally cannot get close enough to look at it myself. When our boat crashed, I very nearly lost my life with two of my underlings. I know that we are here to investigate, but I can admit with full earnesty that that's been the least of our worries since we got here. We've been licking our wounds and trying to look after the people here more than anything.
And when she says lick her wounds, she's referring to like the natural phenomena, or do I know what she was referring to?
It seems as though when the, ship that they were all on moving up this way crashed within that river, a decent bit of them were physically injured.
Right.
Anyone who wants can make me an insight check.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I have a good one of them. Well, don't mind.
Wow.
Dirty
That
20.
is, 23.
14.
14.
16.
Okay. She's not hiding it. But she hasn't outright said it. So, anyone who got above a 15. There is more fear in her eyes about, like, talking about the water. Because Lake was in that very same accident. And she's not really talking about it like it's as bad as this head cleric is. With the 20, I think you immediately clock her as a vampire.
Oh boy.
And running water can kill vampires.
Oh.
So, potentially, maybe the two that were lost may have also been.
That's awesome.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
Interesting.
Classic movie horror.
Hey.
Vampires, werewolves.
Do I know if Gideon likes vampires?
I don't think there's any sort of reason
no, like,
not to.
Finger. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, sorry.
Could I ask her, are there any complete and utter crackpot theories that have also entered the woodworks? I'd just love to hear, just in case.
I mean, if you want to go listen to the guy passed out in our lobby, yes.
Oh, the blue man.
I don't know how you can call his existence. He's not living in reality.
He's very troubled. He just needs guidance.
So, just quick question. If there is like a bay portal opened to Fae shenanigans,
You can get a
How
druid
would-
to close it. So someone would have to go down there and force it shut.
do you... I mean, Sater's got some practice in it, but is that something of extreme high expertise?
I don't think Satyrs even really knows that's a
No.
thing that she could do.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not that high. I'm not that experienced of a druid.
And it like out of game, it has nothing to do with level. It's a special like lore thing that druids can do within this world, where if they travel to the areas where the veil between the realms is the weakest, they can open a physical portal instead of having to use plane shift spells and things like that. And like even like low level druids could potentially open a portal, but like you don't know about closing it. That's not really something people worry about too much of the time. They normally will close on their own after about 30 or so hours, because the veil kind of shifts. The web of magic that like separates the realms kind of shifts around over time.
I have not done that before. I would try. I wouldn't know it. I would definitely try. That sounds really impressive, though. Druids are capable of that.
I mean, again, we don't even know if that's the case. I'm not a druid myself, but supposedly druids can feel those things. You're still a couple of days out, but tell me, girl, do you feel much of anything pulling you there?
Do I feel any sensation? Do I feel imbalance in the force?
You open yourself up to it for a second. Just kind of take a deep breath and let in all of the like feelings and energies around you. And not necessarily, but like she said, you are still a couple of days out. Maybe that changes when you get closer. Maybe it doesn't. You don't know.
I don't feel anything strong enough to tell right now, but again, we have travel to do.
Are there any druids still in town?
Not here. Other than your friend Seda, I guess. Deacon left north and, what was his name? Other one went south. Back to his home. Sorry, I'm unimaginably old, and there are so many names to remember. But I just can't sometimes.
Like mentioned, Deacon sent you a last Sunday a few days ago.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Well, nothing too extravagant, just that he had reached the peninsula. He could see the disturbance within the water at its kind of peak, where it was sending waves off in all directions, and he said he was going to set up to start looking into things. I have since tried to contact him with my own magic and haven't heard anything back. And so, if you do intend on heading that direction, I sadly could not send you with the same supplies I was able to send Deacon off with, as I'm not really sure the fate of that poor man. But hopefully if you find him, you'll find a couple of potions, water breathing, and there is an emergency raft staff.
Oh.
Just in case things get bad. If the worst has come of our friend, please do take those and use them as you can.
All right.
And if we're able to solve or do anything about this issue, I would be honored to bring some semblance of normalcy back to this quaint town of yours.
Yeah, it will be. After the issue is solved, it will probably just be Lake and I staying here. So, the safer you can make it, the easier it'll be on us. And if you do find yourself solving the issue, please come back and see us. I'd like to know what you found, and
it may be unimportant, but is the reason everyone's leaving, or they just want to be out of the swamps?
I mean, yeah, look around you. It's not great here. I'm not the most excited that I've been tasked with staying here, but that was the path laid before me, and I can't see myself not taking it. So, I'll just tough it out for a while. I don't think there's ever really any chance of this place expanding. Most of the land will just fall back in on itself the moment you try to build anything on it. but it's where these people want to be. It's where they want to have their families, and I am worried about the long-term effects of that water. I mean, none of the people... She gets a little quiet. None of the people around here are observably sick or acting any sort of strange way, but if it's affecting the animals, we have to assume the worst. So, while I'm here, I also intend to keep an eye on things like that. Hopefully pass the time.
Yeah, you haven't seen any effects of that in the town?
Nope, not on the people here, not on any of us since getting here. It's just the wildlife. Granted, the people that live here don't really drink the swamp water, but they're exposed to it all the time. I can't imagine it's much safer. I do thank all of you, though, for putting yourselves on the line for this. Even if it is for the selfish reason of you needing to go through the waters yourself, you are doing a wonderful thing for the people here, and you are doing a favor to the Church of Gideon. We'll make sure that favor gets repaid. But,
Thank you.
I need to get back to my rest. I wish you all the best of luck. And we'll send you off with my Lord's blessing.
And we wish you good rest.
She takes a moment, closes her eyes, and begins to pray over your group. You take these words in and feel as though you can hear the waves of the ocean from where you are. You could hear all of the water for but a split second. Just waves rushing, crashing. And then that's gone. Every single one of you gains the Boon of Gideon. You gain a swimming speed of 30 feet.
Wow.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I have not decided if this is permanent, so we'll see. But for the moment, you all have a swimming speed.
Hell yeah.
Mama pastrami peed in my ear.
Stop it!
I
You continue out of the door. Lake kind of sees you off as you go. And you all head north towards the peninsula of the swamps. But we're gonna end tonight's session there because it's like 7:20. It's like 10:20. It's like that time. It's
Oh.